You don't fuck with a god.
Now where the fuck do I start? Had a lot of shit I've been dealing with. Took a look at my reflection. Gotta say that I'm feeling it. Heard these niggas.
Why am I doing this? Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back to Lions Rant. My name is V. I got my tired voice on because I still have a head cold. And I should be in bed right now, but nope, I had to do this video instead. And 4 other videos. But a few things have been just kind of crawling into my whole recommended feed about stuff. About this thing, that thing, that thing, this thing. And a few things I don't care about, like, oh my god, Nostalgia Critic with the wall thing. Oh my god, this thing with blah, blah, blah. And then the biggest stuff is like, oh, Scru Face Jean. I'm like, this Scru Face Jean?
I am the best rapper on this platform.
So if you guys aren't up on this brand new thing, let me just rewind the tape back to, I would say, the earlier parts of 2019. We recently had the whole entire world go into full-blown shock because rapper Dax from Canada decided to put on his whole, we're gonna make clout chasing in 2019 a positive thing, because he's been kind of slippering and sliding in all this sort of sli words to try and just be like, yo, I gotta get this money, but I'm not gonna really put in a lot of work unless it's like stuff of people that's in my bracket sort of stuff. And so then began this whole entire thing from Dwayne TV to then going to Scru Face Jean, dropping the I'm not Joyner, Don Q, or Tory Lanez thing of his big diss to Dax. Ever since then, a lot of people have been trying to compare what Scru has been doing as production to then becoming a brand new Dax. Which is where this Lions Rant video is going to come into play, because this is where I'm getting annoyed. Yeah. Guys, if you have never been in the art world for anything, filmmaking, artistry of just painting or sketching or anything, rapping, singing, songwriting, ghostwriting, 6 fields that I've done. I've personally done this shit for years, bruh. I have seen signs of a lot of different snakes in the grass. People have been trying to tell me all this sort of stuff like, oh, now we got Kanye going out of his mind. What the fuck, man? He was supposed to get better after... Bruh, just stop, okay? Just stop. This stuff has already been in the works for like long beforehand, along with the stuff of the Bruce Jenner into Kylie Jenner stuff. That has been aware for years. So many things I could go into, but the big thing is people saying that Scru is basically becoming the new Dax. He's clout chasing, relying too heavily on past stuff, and this, that, and the third thing to become even more popular. Using different people, having his fan base attack people, this thing, that thing, along with the stuff of him with Upchurch, to then also do stuff of Cloud9 dropping his diss, Reaper and Blindside doing their disses, all these other people trying to be like, Scru is just looking for clout. Bruh, just stop for 5 minutes and listen from someone that does this. I hate my fan right now. The thing about what Scru is doing is nothing new under the sun if you guys pay attention to a lot of different trope stuff. What I equate for Scru isn't anything to do with what Dax has been doing, since Dax is a whole nother rant entirely. I equate to what Dax is doing is what Eazy-E was basically trying to do when he was making his record label, before a lot of the stuff became what we all know today of what happened to NWA, why a lot of people didn't hear like the full-blown track that they were planning on doing, this, that, and the third thing, including the Suge Knight fiasco. I equate that to what Scru is doing, and here's why. Scru is one of the people that is coming up from the underground from a lot of different stuff where he's known how to battle rap from experience. He's coming into the whole YouTube field in a different light than what he did for battle rap, and he's shown that he is capable of doing what he can do over the whole course that he's done stuff of reactions. From the reaction side of stuff, he's then met the people that would be his new age NWA. It would be Dwayne TV, Chase, and Crypt for just the starting branch of it, if you want to do that analogy. With a lot of stuff, you then can see where the progression is kind of going to where it could end up being where he's the next Eazy-E. He knows what he's trying to do. He's making all the moves that he wants to make, but there are going to be those slippery slopes that I don't think Scru is really taking into account for it, which will be his own slip-ups, not because he planned on it, but because of his own incidental actions around it. He's not doing stuff for clout's sake, but he's allowing his emotions to try and get the better of him for certain things. The Upchurch scenario is one of them. Because I've done all the backtracking, I've seen Upchurch's videos. I didn't want to because I don't really like country rap. No offense, Upchurch. But I've seen all the stuff, done all of the research and whatnot, seen all the big disses stuff, and it's mostly just from people gassing up the wrong situation to make certain things happen. If Scru wanted to do stuff a lot smarter, then a lot of the things wouldn't have happened the way it did, where people thought that he was just openly racist for all this sort of stuff because he wanted representation of his own people for reactions, which is fair because a lot of the reaction stuff that he does react to weren't really like minority rappers. They're mostly just white people rappers, which can be sort of tedious for people that want to get their own representation also in the review feed. And then with the whole stuff about him and Dax with the whole back and forth, guys, if you've never been in this field, you'll never understand what it means to have your own go-to punching bag for a lot of stuff. Even when you squash the beef, that stuff is still going to be in your system for a long time. I know that personally because I still got beef with people that stole stuff from one of my best friends. We have not made peace with that, and so I do not have any intent on stopping what I'm saying or doing or taking pot shots at. That's just how I am because I'm ride or die. I don't care. Scru and Dax, I've already heard they've made somewhat of some peace. Maybe it's not actually peace, maybe it's just peace for now. We don't know, and it's none of our fucking business. If it is genuine peace, then fine. If it's not, then fine. What they do is not our concern. Kind of like people with the whole KSI and Deji thing, which is another Lions Rant video, because I'm sick of this bullshit. The fact of the matter is, from a lot of people's standpoints, they try to just be in the fan bases or on this whole YouTube platform sites type of shit and just try to sneak their way into certain issues that, although are addressed publicly, aren't their own fucking concern, or try to overanalyze stuff because they want to, is not how you solve an issue that may or may not be arising. You can take a look at people's issues and problems and articulate this sort of stuff to also sit down with the person and talk to them person to person. It may never work, but you can do so and be an adult about it. I don't believe that Scru is purposely trying to do stuff the way people are trying to paint it out to, of him trying to be the new clout chaser or the new Dax. If it were that case, why would he still be making a lot of the bigger moves that he's making? It's because he's already sunk his venom in other people? I doubt it, because a lot of people now, since social media has become this huge big thing, and this whole big web of shit from my own side of stuff in voice acting is trying to blacklist people for being on one person's side or another, it does tend to eliminate the whole factor of venom is key. Bruh, the industry knows what to do even if you don't say anything. Scru wouldn't be getting as far as he would be if it weren't for certain factors of him being genuine about his own actions. And if you also want to do the whole thing about Scru taking money from people, bruh, that's just from one diss track from one artist that seems like he's super angry about something that I don't care about. Why would you if you're not in the situation? Are you the one trying to work with Scru? Are you the one trying to do this sort of collab stuff? Are you the person trying to get on his next album that we all know is coming around the corner after Crypt drops his? No. Then why the fuck are you talking about it? That's my whole entire thing about this rant, along with all the other rants coming up soon. Guys, think about these actions. Take analysis from what is going on. And most importantly, if you're not in the shit, why the fuck are you talking? Only reason I'm trying to point this out is because, one, I'm tired of the YouTube algorithm trying to talk to me about this shit. Two, I'm just tired in general of people trying to jump on a bandwagon of, do you hate this artist because other people hate them? Or do you ride with them because you genuinely like them? And just try to jump in and then just insert your own venom to then make that the whole entire story. When you don't know the fucking story. Just shut the fuck up and do whatever that isn't involving these people. Like, goddamn. Or you guys can just ignore me and keep on doing what you're gonna do anyway, because the internet's full of people that are sheep. So fuck it, whatever.
In the end, we're all satisfied.
I'm on a whole nother level, so it do not really matter what you think. All of these rappers is printers, they only want paper, they copying all out of ink. I'm a master with the pen, let me draw your attention. Keep it going, never resting. Spit bars as a kid, juvenile detention. Spitting up protein bars, I'm flexing.